What is happening? It is your girl, Candy Kane. In the meantime and in between time, I'm coming to you with another video. So we're going to do Married at First Sight, um, season 4, episode 3. Now we missed episode 2, so I'm gonna go over episode 2 really quick. And the only thing I have to say about episode 2 is Mel is very childish. If first of all, blood is thicker than water. I don't care if me and my cousin, we don't get along or we don't speak. If somebody brings my cousin up in a situation where I'm not there, or she's not there, or they're not there, he or she, it doesn't matter, I'm going to bow down gracefully and say, you know what? My cousin ain't here. Let's don't discuss them. I know it was in the moment, and if Mel on this TV show invites you over to a slumber party, first of all, you feel honored. But, when the conversation turns to a hateful conversation on blood, it's time to let blood be thicker than water. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to believe that no matter if I like my cousin or not, I'm not about to say anything because, first of all, you got to know your cousin. Especially if I have a cousin like Tisha that is very sensitive to, conversation. She don't want her name mentioned at all. And she definitely don't want me telling her tea, because really that was just the setup. You're going to invite the cousin only to spill the tea and not Tisha to get it directly from her. You know what I'm saying? If you hate her so much, don't talk about her. And we're going to move on from episode 2 to right into episode 3. Episode 3. I could start with Martell, but let's talk about I want to start with Destiny. I'm very proud of Destiny. Martell ended up asking her to bring him some baby oil, but I like the way she made everyone know, I'm bringing him this baby oil, but I do not like, brother man like that. It is nothing going on between us. I'm bringing this baby oil. Put some clothes on. She just made it feel more comfortable to believe and know that Destiny is not trying to steal Mel's man. She's not taking any of his his little settle woo girl, come over here. She's not taking none of that to heart, and it's not going down between him and her. She does see him as a brother, and that's it. So kudos to Destiny because it was looking suspect for a minute. Yes, it was. It was looking suspect. Okay, so now Maurice and Marceau, woo-wee. That picture that caused some drama. That little picture of them down in the A, that picture has caused some straight up drama. So, I can't, let me say this about Maurice. When Maurice said no, he wasn't there, he just said he was there with everybody. Maurice, the only reason why he backed out of what he said and lied is because he didn't want no parts of knowing anything about him and her. He didn't want to have to answer any more questions. He didn't want any questions thrown his way. He wasn't trying to lie like that. But since he was, it was like, okay, go with my lie and everybody shut up. Because he was trying to do the right thing by staying out of it. And by Marceau putting that picture out there, it made him seem like a liar, and that's hurtful because you're trying to be discreet, you're trying to mind your business, you're trying not to get too deep into a situation that you really don't want a part of, but somebody reels you back in by trying to be funny and do something. Ain't it funny how Marceau didn't take his own advice? Like, he's always telling Tisha, don't bark like a dog. If they call you a dog, are you going to bark? That's, to me, exactly what he did with this picture. They called you guys cheaters and people wasn't there. And what you do? You grab a dog a bone. You set up and gave them uh, uh, evidence or a picture that will get people to talking and talking bad about your cast. It is more not just about you or the men that was on that trip. Your wives are being affected, your children. Just when people start talking about you, they talk about you as a unit. So if they can bring kids in it and other things in it, they're gonna bring whatever they can, especially if it's hurtful words that can bring you down. People love it. So Marceau did a terrible thing by not listening to his own advice and not catering to the people. He had no business putting that picture on the internet. And Maurice, he just gotta own it. I think Maurice need to quit running from it and just own it. Like he said, they know I was there. I just said I was there. I feel like Maurice, your brother really don't owe you an apology like that. Marceau, it was dumb for him to put the picture out there. It was. But it was a conscious decision he made out of a joke that turned into jokes on you. So y'all just have to deal with it. You just have to be more honest. And, if you was there, just say you don't want to talk about it. I don't see why people run to lies when you don't have to answer questions. You don't have to say yes or no to anything. You can bow down gracefully and be like, you know what? I want to pass on all these questions because I just don't feel comfortable answering it. End of story. So the lounge conversation, could have got nasty, but I'm glad it didn't. Marceau and Lewis, baby, I feel a fight coming on between them two. And bringing up Lewis, let's talk about Tiffany and Lewis's conversation, which really made me uncomfortable. What made me uncomfortable about their conversation, Tiffany can already see her husband was real passionate about, just feeling like the oddball in, feeling attacked, feeling like they know Marceau, but they feel like Marceau is attacking them really rawly, which rawly probably wasn't a word, but okay. But I'm going to say this. It's funny how people don't see how they come off or come across or what they've done. They just want to focus on what you're doing. And I feel like, with Tiffany and Lewis, they're going to have to bite the bullet a little bit. You guys are a trip in your own way. Y'all ain't no saints. Y'all something else, especially that Tiffany. Tiffany, she gives me light-skinned Keisha, a girl who think I'm mixed and I'm half white and I got Becky hair and I'm just better than you guys. And, you could tell she's always thought that girls are jealous of her because she's light-skinned with long hair. And it's like, girl, no. People probably really don't like you because you're annoying and you have this attitude about yourself that really stinks. I don't know. It's just annoying and it stinks. Because when her husband was speaking and he was passionate, it's just the way she put her hands on him and said, baby, it's me. It's me. Like, calm down. I just didn't. Oh gosh. I did not like that. I was like, who do she think she is? And then she brought up fighting. Don't interject things that you just don't want as part of your character or part of who we know you from on the screen. Don't put your husband in compromising situations because you're bringing up violence. And this show was taped. They're going to have to hear what his answer was. And then, what if that angers one of them to challenge and it becomes a brawl and a challenge and just a situation that didn't need to be there because you don't need to bring up violence. Like, I felt like Tiffany not only is annoying, but she's a huge troublemaker. And she's the type of woman that don't mind seeing her husband fight. And I'm like, that is so petty. No. Everybody's too grown to be fighting, in that situation. I wouldn't want to see women fight, but I would really rather see women if it was to go down than men, because men, it gets dangerous. Not that it don't get dangerous from women too, but I think y'all know what I'm saying. The strength level is different. But don't bring up fighting. It's so juvenile and childish. Let it go. Now, let's see. So when she brought up the fighting, I was upset. Now, I'm gonna pick on Martell. I'm gonna save him for last because everything about Martell irks me. So I try to be fair when I do discuss Martell, because he's a level of bull all the way around the board for me. Let's see, Marcel talk. Okay, they apologize. Okay, I talked about Tiffany, and my cars are. Oh, so Tisha. Okay, when they got to Tisha and Marcel's conversation with the kids, I thought it was funny how Tisha tried to really make it a point that, we're going to go to Africa on a trip. She is a little salty about letting him take this trip to Africa. I think Tisha kind of feels something in her spirit. She's starting to ask more and more questions, and her mama is still prying, which is, Miss Wanda is a trip, but Miss Wanda ain't no fool. Miss Wanda know he been cheating, but Tisha knows it too. She just plays it off better. I think she's almost kind of tired of playing it off, because she's getting bolder to ask why, and her facial expressions is like letting him know, like, dude, I don't totally believe what you're saying. What you just said don't make sense. Did you hear how he slipped when he was talking about his car being parked over there? Like, where's over there? You made over there a real location, bro. When you didn't say at this supposedly apartment, you said over there, like there really was an apartment. So I was like, did he just admit? I was like, did he just admit? So to me, he admitted, his car stands out. It got the name on the back of the tags. It stands out. Now, remember when Tisha told, no, not Tisha, but Mel told Tisha in like season 1 or 2 that, if she just ride around, she'll be able to maybe see some stuff. And to me, that whole car comment, don't they go inside with if Tisha was just to ride around at night and take Mel's advice? She might see something, or she might have had seen something. Now he know to cool it, because he gave out some potent information by saying my car got my name on the back of my tag. But let me tell you something, because I had a boyfriend who was real slick. He was real slick, but I called him. So him and his cousin got wise. They switched cars. Oh, I'll never forget this. I don't know how. I know women, we be knowing. We can sniff it in the air, boy. So So him making that point don't mean nothing, because he can switch the car. He can switch cars with Maurice if Maurice got more than one car. If he get his brother Mark or any cousin, they can switch cars. Okay, and when I called my child's father and he switched his car, I politely, it didn't make sense for his cousin's car to be over by this other woman's house. It didn't. Yes, I did a drive-by. Yes, it didn't make sense for his cousin's car to, so I said, oh, he switched cars and thought I was going to be dumb and believe that that's his cousin's car and not his car. How dumb can you be? I knocked on the door, do. I was like, is such and such in here? She's like, yeah. Yank. Anyway, but I'm telling you, dudes think that makes sense. My car, nothing. Get out of here. Anyway, all I'm saying is Tisha takes a little male advice, she might catch some stuff, because that whole car comparison, that don't make no sense. It don't even matter. Like I said, you can switch cars and do some whole different stuff. I done been down that road, honey. Men think they the king at cheating, but they so dumb. And I wonder what Tisha would do if she ever caught him, and it comes to, because she knows. She just hasn't caught him in the act yet. And so, because she hasn't caught him, she continues to play stupid, which I don't know if that is smart or dumb. All I'm going to say is she's in it for the children, and she wants to continue to remain being a wife. So, I don't ever want to say a woman is dumb when it comes to her marriage, because her oath was for sickness and in health, to death do you part. And so it's through good, bad, and evil, whatever. You can't be dumb when it's your husband. You can only be dumb when it's a boyfriend or when it's a live-in lover. This is your husband. I know people that I would divorce. But see, you can divorce and be by yourself. It might, Marceau to me is not that bad of a man to say, you know what, I'm just going to divorce. And that's that, because the next man you get going to cheat too. Little do you know, you're not going to marry somebody that's not going to cheat. He may be a chronic cheater. And if he do, then y'all have to work that out and get some help. But, because some people need help. They have a disconnect. They don't know what it is. And sometimes if you just get the therapy you need, you can redirect what you're missing to think that you need to, step out on your household and do other things. Sometimes it really is deep down issues. It could be little boy syndrome issues. You just don't know until you get the therapy you need to kind of figure out what makes you tick and tie. So, Marceau, not Marceau, but Martell. This is, Martell irks me, but I'm gonna try my best to be fair and to be, level-headed when it comes to Martell. First of all, Martell is a copycat. Let's get that out the way. None of his ideas are original. Everything Martell does, he copies somebody. So Martell comes across like that weird friend that always compete and compare and try to mimic everything you do and then try to act like he came up with it. He irks me. He irks me. Anyway, so he has this wine tasting that he allows his mama. Oh, mama. Her wig was all tore up. Her wine tasting abilities was all mixed up. She using the same glass for all the wines. I was like, woo, ghetto. But, but his mama was a mess. And that hair was a mess, too. Somebody, I guess, makeup don't have enough in their budget to make sure, because Miss Wanda, you ain't going to catch Miss Wanda with no messed up hair. It ain't happening for Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda always, I don't care if it's slick back, boo. The baby hairs on her head, everything is intact. You got to give Miss Wanda credit where credit is due. People be hating on Miss Wanda. I like me some Miss Wanda. And, Miss Wanda always got her stuff together. So, But Miss Wanda just being a mother. She's just being a mother. Yes, sometimes she do need to mind her business, but her business is always going to be her daughter till death do her part. So you can't really get mad at a Miss Wanda, because I'm a mama bear about mine too. So, but yeah, Martell is definitely a copycat. He copies just about everything anybody does. He doesn't have an original bone in his body. And, there was people on my social media in the comments basically saying, oh, come on, Mel. It was for the kids. First of all, let's be clear. If he wants to do something for the kids, make sure it's on your time when you have your week. You should never try to plan things into going into male's week. It's all, to me, that exemplifies that he's being disrespectful. He's trying to control the situation. He's continually to try to make Mel look bad, as if she's trying to keep the kids for him, or being unfair, or just being, men always want to make it seem like you're being jealous and mad and you're being hateful. That's their number one go-to, so they can have especially other women feel sorry for them, to open up the door to always attack you and people be on your side. People understand, well, she not letting him see the kids. Martell is abusing his position. You know what I'm saying? He studied the situation so well to make sure he knows the loopholes where he can cause havoc. He gonna say the order says that, on special occasions I can get the kids, but not if you call or contact her 2 days prior to the engagement. She already had something going on where they were going out of town. It wasn't fair for her to have to interrupt her situation of going out of town to appease him. And it's just like, Martell, you should have been, you hurting your children. That's what I don't like about Martell. He's being messy and he's hurting his children. He did that to prove a point, like, see, I'm a good dad, and she's trying to, just be mean, and I'm just trying to be a good dad. He always wants the sympathy vote. So he creates narratives to manipulate people to just keep mess and hell going. He's just an opportunist in the wrong type of way. He's really mentally ill. I have to say that, because as fine as people think Martell is, Martell has a mental ill problem. He's mentally ill. He's not just missing some screws. He really does have, I wish I could diagnose him better, but I'm not a doctor. But there is some mental illness there that displays some disconnect. And it's really sad, that he does what he does. That's why, he mimic and copy people, of what they do. If Mel takes a picture, he's going to take a picture just like her. It's that weird energy that, I usually get out of women, so I don't know if his mother is like that, and, but I know it's weird to see him like that. And so, I don't know. It's just that whole scene with the kids, I just didn't like it, and it just showed poor character once again on his part. Some people probably didn't see it that way, and they really do have a soft heart for Martell, feeling sorry for him as if he was done wrong somehow, some way. But no way. He put himself in that predicament. If you knew that you had something set up so special like that for your children, you want to make sure that they can celebrate it, then do it on your week. Do it on a week that is court ordered by the courts, that's all yours the whole weekend through, so that not only you can take them to the book signing, but also celebrate with them afterwards. It was a low blow. So that's all I got for y'all for this episode 3 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I hope if you agree or don't agree, please leave a comment and share and subscribe. I like to hear what you think or what you have to say, or, what do you think about the scene with Tisha and Marceau talking about, if his car was parked anywhere, do you agree? How did you see that conversation going? Just let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to read it. And thank you so much. Have a good day.